Hey, welcome to the classroom. Today we're talking about controls. We cannot control things like the weather conditions, water conditions, or the appetite of the fish. We have to look at controls as the things we can do to catch more and bigger fish. We can narrow it down to 5. Control of depth, speed, size, color, and action. Let's take a look at each one of these. Action. We could compare action as it relates to temperature. That is a slow or lazy action at lower temperatures and a fast, vigorous action at high temperatures. Most all lures we buy today have built-in action, and not much can be done to change that. Action should be looked at as a degree of speed. Without speed, there would be no action. When we look at lures with built-in action, we should ask ourselves, will it limit our speed? Our next control is color. This is definitely one control that a lot of fishermen put a lot of significance in. If a nice catch of fish is made, typically the first question is, what did you catch them on? And the second is always, what color? The basic view on color should be, if conditions are bright, such as a bright day or clear water, then we should use bright colors such as silver and white. If conditions are dark, such as a cloudy day or dingy water, then we should use darker colors such as copper and black. Neutral colors like gold, brass, and yellow would work under either condition. The present light condition would determine if there is any color preference. If you do have a favorite color, by all means use it. Having that extra confidence with a favorite color can sometimes give you that added mental awareness and help you put more fish in the boat. Our next control is size. Some fishermen will stick with a certain size or weight and try to work that same size or weight all season and wonder why he catches fish just a few times. Most fishermen look at size in relationship to the fish they want to catch. For the most part, fish will try to eat anything as big as they are or even bigger. Big fish can be caught on small lures, and small fish can be caught on large lures. Have you ever caught a fish that was nearly the same size as your lure? And we have all heard the story of the huge muskie or northern pike that was caught by someone using a small bait for panfish. Lure size is mostly important for getting better depth control. The rule for size is to use weights and sizes which allow you to present your lures correctly for the time and place for what you are trying to do. Our next control is speed. Speed can vary from very fast to zero speed. For the most part, fishermen have a tendency to fish too slow, especially when working in shallow water. Weather and water conditions are the primary conditions that determine speed. As weather and water conditions increase, so should speed. As weather and water conditions decrease, so should speed. When working the shallows, speed should increase. When working deep water, speed should decrease. As a general rule, maximum speed would be used in the summertime and a slower speed used during the colder part of the year. To find the right speed, we must check it out. This means varying our speed throughout the day. By doing this, a productive speed can be found. Next control is depth. Some fishermen do not consider that fish change their depth. You cannot catch fish unless you are fishing where they are. Depth control is the most important phase of fishing. Depth control means fishing the shallows to the deepest water in the area until the fish are found. Depth control is more than placing a lure at a specific depth. When thinking of depth control, we have to take into consideration the species, the season, water conditions, and weather conditions. So let's recap. We have 5 controls: action, color, size, speed, and depth. They can all be very important, but let's see if we can narrow it down. We should treat action pretty much the same as speed, so let's eliminate action. Color. As we said, a basic guideline would be light conditions, light colors, darker conditions, dark colors. Color won't do us much good if we don't have the proper depth control, so let's eliminate color. Next up is size. Size should be looked at as a means of controlling depth, so let's eliminate size. That leaves us with depth and speed. Depth and speed are our 2 primary controls. If we have the right depth and the right speed, we'll catch fish. Buck Perry states that all fishing success and all fishing failures must be answered in terms of depth and speed control. When making a selection of lures, we must always look at it in terms of depth and speed. For more information on this classroom subject, as well as any others, check out structurefishing.com/education.